Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Wednesday. It's already Wednesday. We're in the middle of the week. It's February the 16th, and this month's over half over. It's hard to believe, isn't it? But time just keeps rolling by faster and faster. And anyway, I hope you're doing well this morning. Hope you're prepared. We're going to have probably 3 or 4 seasons and about 24 hours. So it's like I say, that's Oklahoma weather. I've learned to live with it, and in my years, I've lived in this western Oklahoma. But anyway, this morning, I want to bring a devotion to you, talking about how the church, the church isn't perfect, but you know what? We're to love it anyway. Unity in the church, unity in any area of your life, whether it be in your small group or if you call it a Sunday school group or, church or family, requires that you be realistic, in your expectations. Many people, they bring unrealistic expectations, to church. I mean, to expect any church to always do everything right and to minister perfectly to everyone all the time, that's just a fantasy. It just is. A church can be healthy, but it still will never be perfect. A group of imperfect people will never be able to create a perfect community. Psalm 119, verse 96, it says, "Nothing is perfect except your words." Everything on this planet is broken, whether it be the weather, the economy, our bodies, our relationships, our minds, everything. Nothing here works perfectly except God's Word. I mean, to expect, perfection, in your church, it's to set yourself up for, massive disappointment. When people read books, about the quote ideal church, they become cynical. Now, why is that? Well, it's because they're hoping for something that really doesn't exist. When you discover what God intends real fellowship to be, it's easy to get discouraged, by the gap between the ideal and reality. Jesus, he passionately loves his church. He truly does. Even with all of its faults and all of its failures, and he wants you and I to do the same thing. Listen, if you're going to be Christ-like, you must love the church in spite of its imperfections. Longing for the ideal while criticizing the real is evidence of spiritual immaturity. See, on the other hand, settling for the real without striving for the ideal is complacency, and we have a lot of that today. A lot of complacency. You see, maturity is living, with the tension of what the ideal could be and what reality is. In parenting, you don't wait for your kids to grow up before you start loving them. Listen, you love them at every stage of their maturity. In the same way, you need to learn to love people, at every stage of their growth. And you need to learn to love the church, as a whole in every stage of its growth. Other believers will disappoint you. That's just not going to happen. But that's no reason though to stop loving and fellowshipping with them. You're going to live with them for eternity. So you should be practicing now how to love them more like Jesus did, because he did that. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 2, it says, "Be patient with each other, making allowance for each other's faults because of your love." You know, that's what that's what Jesus did. He loved us in spite of all of our imperfections, in spite of our faults. You know, he went to the cross. You know, while we were yet sinners, he saved us. Or gave us the opportunity to be saved. And I pray that, you know, we would be patient with each other, be patient with the church, because it's not going to be perfect, but it is a place where we can find true love, you know, and if we love back the way we should, you know. And so anyway, I hope that will encourage you this morning. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.